All right, how's everybody going? How's everybody doing? See, I told you. No, my name's Eric, and this is my first episode of the EOV project. It's a podcast I put together. Just grabbing a few people together, discussing a topic, and having some fun with it. So I'm just gonna let them introduce themselves real quick.
Hey world. My name is Angel. I'm hailing from the Bronx, New York. You probably formerly know me as Side A. I used to be underground hip hop artist. Currently a videographer, and I run Emo God Studios. So you guys looking for any kind of content or whatever, you hit me up.
Hi, everybody. My name is Eunice. I am from Ghana, West Africa. Ooh. Of course, we're here, and I'm a teacher by profession, so I'm super excited to share my Intuit knowledge.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I'm Shaylin. I'm from the Bronx.
You're.
Europe.
Just had to do that one time. I'm sorry.
That one time. I am in the social service field.
Aren't we all? So yeah, thank you guys for being here. This is real special. Long time coming, but let's get right into it. Let's have some fun.
Thank you for
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's get to it. So the topic of the day will be a fan favorite, relationships. So when you think about relationships, what's the first thing that you think of? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Anybody, just go and grab at it.
I'm hardworking. I feel like relationship takes a lot of effort. You need to be willing to work with the person to get on the same page with what they like and what they don't like, because your two opposite characters coming together. Everybody's raised differently. Everybody has different backgrounds, different views.
Different baggage.
Yeah. And, initially everybody's great, but after that initial process passes, it's work. You need to keep working at each other to keep the interest going.
Gotcha.
Oh, my bad. What I said before, patience.
Yeah.
When I said patience before,
There's a lot of crazy people out
because
there.
Boy.
don't rush into anything. You know what I mean?
Very good.
Just don't jump into anything
That's
with
right.
anybody so soon. Like
Preaching to the choir.
personal.
That's
I feel like a lot of people just rush into into things because they like the idea of who they're with or whatever, or who they're going to talk to or whatever. But over time, they eventually find out that person ain't shit, or just excuse my language. We can curse, right?
definitely Chris. Yo, bro.
Eventually find out the person ain't shit, or they're just way less than what they thought they were or something. I don't know. Just have patience and just try to figure out who you're dealing with.
It's that thing over. It's like when you first meet somebody, they kind of put up like a front, like, hey, like
yeah.
Put on the best
Everybody,
self.
everybody
does that. Like
everybody.
But it's like, I'm this person. I'm outgoing. I'm
a
fun.
show.
I drink a lot. But then like, then like 5 years into a relationship, like you don't do shit. You just
right,
chilling on. I'm like, bro, like,
damn, doing the same shit day in day out for 5 years straight.
Where's the dude that was outgoing and wanted to do shit? Now you just want to play Madden all day. Like,
Oh my God.
like, come on, bro. Like,
But speaking about rushing into things, I feel like COVID definitely has caused a lot of that. Where people, especially with the lockdown.
There's a lot of COVID babies too.
Yeah.
People were lonely.
A lot of that.
People still lonely.
Yeah, people still are. Yeah, so it's like that person just comes along. Everybody was just like, all right, cool, why not? And it's caused a lot of craziness. And I'm scared it was gonna happen 2 years from now.
yeah, let's not talk about that right now.
I think about commitment.
Yes.
Everybody wants the benefits, everything that comes with the relationship, but nobody wants the commitment.
Nobody want to put in.
And now, like, it's tricky, right? Because everybody nowadays have a different concept of what a relationship is.
True.
So it's like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I would say commitment. Because you know what? There's some people out there, they want to have you as the girlfriend or you as the boyfriend. They don't want to put a label on it, but then they want to act like they're the boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever relationship.
Yeah.
Be controlling in certain aspects.
Like, right.
Not put a label on it.
Yeah.
So like they want all the perks, but no commitment.
Right.
And there's a lot going on nowadays when it comes to relationship, because I know that polygamy is now like a thing, and then monogamy. It's like all these extra questions that you need to ask people. Like,
Yeah, you gotta ask extra because you don't even know nowadays.
because they
Like what's
be
acceptable
committed.
and what's not acceptable.
Right, because they could be
changes every
committed,
day.
but they committed in a polygamous
Right.
way, and you committed in a monogamous way. So that so it's hard.
You need clarity at first when you.
Right.
When
It
you
like
start
changes
talking to
every
somebody.
second when you really think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard
So
work.
Yeah, I kind of like how you guys did that. They all kind of like worked out together, kind of like patience, hard work to build a strong commitment. Kind of like how y'all did that.
Yeah.
I think I did this before. That's cool.
It's not scripted.
Yeah, so jump into the next topic real quick. So there's a thing when you hear relationships of something that comes up often, like, oh my God, you're my soulmate. I've been waiting for you. And like, do you guys believe in soulmates? Like, do you believe once you meet that person, yeah, this is the person I was meant to be with? Like, this is, like, I don't.
That's a tricky question because when I think about soulmate, I feel like people attach the word happiness to soulmate. And let me tell you, only you can make yourself happy. If you believe that somebody is gonna make you happy, oh, he makes me happy, oh, she makes me happy, let me tell you something, you're gonna be upset your whole life.
Yeah.
Because people disappoint you. You have expectations and sometimes they don't meet them.
Right.
So you find that person floats your boat or whatever. But and then I've heard there's a lot of different soulmates for but there's so many different theories out there nowadays.
Yeah.
But definitely. I don't know. Is there a soulmate?
I want to agree with you. I don't kind of believe in that. I feel like you just find somebody who works for you.
Yeah.
And in terms of character, in terms of how you just kind of blend and flow with each other.
Right.
And honestly, there's a big world out there. There's really some people. I feel like if we're gonna meet everybody, there's probably a lot of soulmates you would meet in your life. So I don't think there's one person for you. Because you ever had that experience, you find somebody, you think, oh my God, they're great. Right. And months later, they suck. And then you meet somebody else and then they're better. So I feel like it's just a matter of finding your utmost biggest potential in a relationship. Like the person who just matches you.
Like the person who has the most qualities that you're looking for in somebody.
Right.
You just keep that person there.
Exactly. And even that is still...
Yeah, that's a little shaky, you know what I'm saying? But
those days where you're like, ugh.
That was a little cold-blooded.
But yeah, I don't believe in soulmate.
Yeah, Eunice, that was a little cold-blooded. She said, yeah, if he's not good enough, I'll just go to the next nigga. Like,
That's right. That's right.
I'm like, listen.
On to the next.
I don't waste time. I'm too young.
Life is too short.
Life is too short.
You gotta.
I mean,
if it don't work, I'm gonna pick up and move on.
Dating one person for 20 years. I don't know how. They
What
do
you
it.
think, Quatch? Because you asking us. Let's ask you. What you think?
and soulmates?
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know because
It's tricky, right?
It's a tricky situation because they could be the soulmate or whatever for that moment in time. Like, hey, like
that
I'm at
season in your life.
Yeah, so like you're at a place in your life where it's like, hey, I'm good, and this person balances out where I'm at in my life, but once you continue to grow and become a different person, that person might not fit into the mold that you're into.
Yeah.
So,
let's.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, you know what? And maybe also it's a case by case.
It is case by case.
It is.
So
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I kind of look at it like it's a fit. You can't wear the same fit forever,
I
right?
look at it. Yeah, it's more like compatibility.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
compatibility,
I don't
And
know.
like,
I feel like a lot of people confuse like lust and comfortability.
Yeah.
Like, shit like that.
And I feel like
that.
that comes with like age as well and like experience.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you could be like a 15-year-old kid. You meet this girl, she's popping, she's awesome, and like as you grow, once you're like 17, 18, you might not think the same shit that was cool at 15 gonna rock now that you're 18, 17. So it just depends. If that person continues to grow with you, then yeah, cool, whatever. It is what it is. But if they're gonna still be that 15-year-old person,
right, I'm gonna have to leave you
I gotta move on because I got
respectfully.
Respectfully. I got other
like
shit to
that.
do.
I like you said respectfully.
Yeah.
Some people
Like,
do a whole.
Social media.
Oh my
nowadays.
God.
Oh yeah, we got something.
People are rude. People are salty. People are bitter. They're hurt.
Yeah, it's very rude.
It's a lot of salty.
You read that status, you be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Like,
Boy. Yeah, y'all gave me like two perfect segues, so let's get to it. So with relationships, right? You're with someone for an extended period of time or whatever. When do you feel like it's the good time to be like, yo, like, this ain't it, bro. I gotta move on. I gotta go.
Oh, like to break
yeah,
up.
like what is the what's the thing that you look at and be like, nah, I gotta go.
You know what? I'm glad you asked that because I feel like there's so many answers to that question.
Yeah, but it's like personally,
But
what would be your breaking point?
You know what? I would say mental health. Right? I would say mental health.
I agree.
Yeah, man, segues.
that's hard to deal
There's
with.
a lot of segues. If somebody is
agree.
already affecting
Your mental health.
your mental well-being, giving you anxiety, giving you depression, you not eating, you not
Like, do you understand
Sleeping.
how hard that is to fix?
No, we're not doing that.
No,
Yeah.
We're not
I
doing
feel like
that.
anybody affect that, you gotta go.
You have to.
It takes so much time to program the human brain.
And
You
you
were
need
just
to,
saying that
yeah.
earlier, bro.
You have to be willing. This is why it's so important, because you need to be able to identify, okay, this is what is affecting me. And then you need to be able to act on it. Some people, they feeling all those things, they're mentally exhausted and they still there. They're not going nowhere.
Oh yeah.
They the same situation 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Right.
What you said to me
depends.
clicked because I feel like the minute I cannot be myself,
Very good.
Yeah.
I
Once
gotta
y'all-
go.
yeah.
You gotta
Once y'all the
like
character,
if I
Yeah.
have to think twice about everything I'm gonna say, I'm very goofy naturally. I like to laugh and I have a ridiculous
too.
laugh.
Yeah,
I can hear it all day today.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and the minute like I feel like I'm being criticized every way and I get uncomfortable
Yeah,
around you and I have
yeah.
to act
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
it's not for me.
Definitely.
When you gotta censor yourself around
Yeah.
somebody,
Yeah.
walk
Right,
on
true.
eggshells.
Right.
I feel like the minute when it start feeling like work, like you gotta constantly just keep this
Yeah.
person happy
Gotta
or
clock
do
in
what
every
they have
day,
to.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's just
no,
not flowing
I didn't
naturally.
sign up for this.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't.
I feel like men tend to be in that a lot.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They do.
like they need to constantly make sure she's. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's just like naturally as a guy, I don't know if you feel the same way. You feel like you are the like provider. You're the person that.
But that's
has
what we've
to
been
be-
taught.
That's
Like,
what you've
you know
been
what I'm
taught
saying?
since
Like,
young, and it's just like
I agree.
We were
every-
taught to
They
use
should provide.
no emotions.
Yeah.
Don't be a little bitch.
Yeah, and it's like-
excuse my language. You know,
Nah,
we
it's
was
like yeah, I
gotta
look at-
hold it down.
I wish
Yeah.
men would show more emotion.
Yes,
It's
I don't-
hard. It's
it would
hard,
help
though.
a lot of
It's something you have to
relationships
work on.
if men showed emotions. I feel like a lot of guys have this thing where they need to keep everything in. Like I had to be a man.
I'm the
It's-
macho man.
It's hard. I
can't cry.
All right.
Cry. Yes, you
Now,
can
what if-
cry.
what if I
You
show
should
so much
cry.
emotion?
And I
Then
feel
it's
like-
like,
Hey, now you look like a bitch.
now I look like a bitch. Right?
You cry.
Now that's
like,
crazy.
damn, this nigga
But
crying
that's the thing,
again,
though.
like-
When you with somebody who's right for you, they're never gonna look at you.
That's
like
true,
that.
but
and
that's
plus,
true. You're gonna have
I
to do a
feel
lot
like
of-
you know, with females, we're so emotional that when you're with a guy, when you're really bonding and connected, the
Right.
minute they're
Yeah.
not themselves, you feel it, and then you're gonna ask them like, "I'm good."
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
And you
I'm
know
good.
something's wrong,
Yes,
and they're not gonna
something is
share.
wrong
And
with
it's like,
you.
and the thing with men, the minute you're done with it, like whatever.
So glad
2 weeks
there's
later, they
another
want to
girl
come
on
like,
this podcast.
so what had happened was, and then like they bring it back up.
We need
again.
a minute to
So-
process things. We're very.
But I feel like it's men aren't taught that showing emotions and crying is healthy.
Yeah.
and it is healthy, and it is a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
I was never-
I realize that now.
guess it's like
I wasn't taught that, but
a lot
I
goes
realize
into
that
like
now.
yeah, I do now as I
Yeah,
got older.
like-
But like, especially with my upbringing, my like,
Had it. Yeah.
yeah, my pops don't show no type of emotion.
Yeah.
Like his like somebody could have passed in the family. He just like in the crib, just like
I met.
But that's
yeah. So it's just like. Yeah, so from young you see that like that's
Yeah.
the male
That's
figure in
what
my
I gotta
life.
do.
He don't show shit. I'm like, all right, I don't gotta show this girl I just met last week how I really feel. Like
oh, you're so wrong.
it's true though. But I mean,
We want to know all the
Yeah,
feels.
as I gotten older, like I'm super emotional. I'm like I'm a crybaby at times. Like I feel shit, and it's just like I'm not afraid to show it anymore. Back then, it's because you be around all these niggas in the hood or whatever. They're like, yo,
Yeah,
like
bro.
you crying or like, oh, you feel this? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, bro, like I got feelings, bro. Like,
Best
know
believe
what?
they're all going through that too.
that's what I'm saying, but they don't show it because they in it, like they outside.
we
they
were
doing
told
what they
not to
do.
that.
Yeah, but
You know
behind
what,
closed
Quach?
doors-
I commend you for saying that. That's very brave of you to say,
What?
and allowing yourself to be vulnerable and saying what you just said about as you get older, you're showing those emotions. I think that's at maturity. As
Yes,
you grow
yes,
yeah.
older, you start realizing these things, and as long as you surround yourself with people that let you be that way,
Mhm.
be vulnerable and show your emotions, I think it's a blessing.
It is.
and it's a healing.
Yeah.
It is. I feel like I
It
don't
is
know.
a
Maybe I'm a
healing.
female or whatever. There's some guys out here who are very also emotional.
No, yes.
I'm telling you, the best thing
Easily.
in the world is to talk about
boy.
feeling terrible and just letting it out. You feel so much better.
Yeah,
Holding
you
things
do.
in.
And it makes you
Doesn't help.
sick. Like
It does.
Yeah.
It
I'm
does.
sure there's some studies out there saying that emotions make you they stress, make
Yeah.
you sick. I'm sure there's a
Yeah, for sure.
correlation.
I feel like men, a lot of guys in relationships, they just be like numb almost.
Yeah,
They
and
don't
And it's
show
so
it.
sad.
That's a problem though, because eventually it comes out. It always
Yeah.
comes out. So
Yeah.
like you might be going through the illest shit in your relationship or whatever. You don't show nothing. You be cool. Your girl asks or your guy asks, you all right? I'm cool. But that one Sunday you just chilling or whatever and
Just
like
be like,
something come on and you
Off
just
the face,
you
bro.
just be bugging and like either you'll break something or you'll snap
Triggered.
at somebody or like you just do something completely out of character and it's just like where'd all this shit come from? It's like, oh wait, yeah, at this time this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. I ain't say anything, and it comes over you like it happens, and then it's just like, all right, damn, where do I go from here now? Like, I don't
know. Last year, well, in December, I put out my last project, and the whole basis of the project was like Black men not tapping into their mental health and all that. Just that was my whole. That was the whole basis of my project. Whatever.
Yeah, so plug your project real quick. What's
Sorry, nothing personal. You can find that anywhere. iTunes. It is actually. I'm a very humble person. But it's fire. I'm not even gonna lie. And I feel like a lot of guys should just listen to that and try to get some inspiration.
Especially with the whole COVID thing, I feel like social emotional health has been a very big topic. For sure. Even for children.
Oh yes,
everybody's going through it. So I think that's really awesome.
Yes, thank you.
I'll check it out.
We'll play one once we get out of here. So we can all agree mental health is very important in a relationship. I think it's important just in everyday life when you really think about it. So let's just switch gears real quick. Trying to get a little more juicy.
More juicy, more spicy.
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm pretty sure everybody's been in a relationship, right, where there's just that one ex that don't go away, to just be around, be hitting up your girl, your guy. Like, how do you guys feel about your significant other being like, nah, it's cool, like, we fine, like, don't worry about him or her or whatever? Like, you guys let that rock? Is that okay with you guys?
That's funny because it's opposite for me, where I was cool with my ex because we were friends before we became a thing, and then we left, and then my current guy, he was like,
That's a dub.
He was like, nah. But when you're on that side, it's like, oh, we're just friends. But he's like, I'm a guy, guys will use any excuse, blah blah blah. I had to respect him, so I was like, all right, cool, we can. I mean, we're cool, but we can be cordial. Yeah. Not cool like you calling me, but but I've never been on the other side where my person is still talking to their ex. Yeah. So I can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah, be cordial. Like if I see you, I say hello.
Right.
But everybody's different, right? I guess it depends on the person. Right. I mean, I wouldn't keep any kind of ties.
Yeah.
How would you feel if he kept ties?
If it was I think it would be okay as long as you know that the other person doesn't have the intention to cause any ill between you. Right. As long as the other person doesn't want anything more, I think it's okay. And in this topic, it also depends on security. How secure are you in your relationship?
Right.
Is there the trust? I'm not the jealous type, so
yeah.
And neither is my husband. He's not jealous,
right?
That I know of.
No, I completely agree. I have this strong
case by case again.
Yeah, it is case by case.
It's whoever you're with is the one you're loyal to. I feel like I know Acai people have their motives, or whatever. I feel like at the end of the day, it's me and you. So if the trust is there, you shouldn't be worried. Right? Vice versa, I wouldn't be worried. So I think it comes down to that, definitely.
Agreed.
And not my case, but I know people have different situations where an ex actually helped them better their life, and maybe that other person is grateful to them. So they, not that they're gonna call each other every day, but hey, how are you? Or if you see them, you say hi. No hard feelings.
Yeah.
You don't burn bridges.
Some bridges need to be burnt down.
That's a fact.
It's because they're just toxic. There's no reason for me to keep crossing that bridge if it's not helping me mature or grow as a person. So it's you gotta cut some of them shits down, bro.
I don't feel the need to be on some macho man. You can't be friends with Jack. Listen, I'm so confident and comfortable in myself that I know that I'm doing my job, and she won't.
Yeah.
She won't astray and do anything, crazy and cheat on none of that. Yeah. I'm very confident in how I keep my lady happy and all that stuff. So I know for a fact, she's not gonna cross that line. And if she do, she know.
She knows.
It's like I was saying, loyalty's with her. So if anything, you gotta question her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
how you feel, Quaj?
It took me a while to get to his point of view because it's just I won't say I'm insecure or whatever, but if you meet somebody, you spend time into that person, and you become a thing or whatever, it's just all right, we rocking with each other, right? We're in a relationship, we're doing this, and then it's you have an ex whoever he may be or she be or whatever the case is, like that's supposed to be your past. That's supposed to be someone you went through whatever you went through together. It didn't work out for whatever reason. Now it's my turn to like step up to the plate or whatever. So like when you continue to like, I'm not saying like being cordial, all that shit is fine. I'm just talking about like in general, like y'all chilling, y'all like on the phone, y'all like that kind of shit is like
that is a little much.
Like it's a lot, but it's like at the same time, like I can't tell you who to be friends with at the end of the day. But it's like,
but it's okay. So your partner is a reflection upon you, right? So if you have an ex and you're talking to that ex every single day, you're hanging out, you're, I don't know, going to the museum together, telling them about your day and telling things to them first before you tell your partner, then that's a problem because you're also supposed to protect your partner and be a reflection of them and vice versa.
Right.
So by you doing that with the ex, like being a little too friendly or spending too much time, it kind of makes your partner look bad a little bit.
That comes down to respect. I feel like being cordial has no problem with it. Oh, we're at an event. You're here. Oh, hi.
How are you? How's
you know, how's life? Right. Oh, great. Walk away. But like,
moving, right?
Yeah, keep pushing.
To be doing the most like that.
Yeah, if it's on some like
anybody will feel a type of way, even if you're not the jealous type.
Right? Like, oh, like why they talking every day?
It's just natural. Like if you like, let's say you, like your girl, significant other, like just got a promotion at work and you're not the first person she tells her ex.
Oh god.
It's
like, that's
it's like, bro,
I would be
like,
hurt.
What? What's going on here?
And then like he'll like, and then like if you have him,
he's my best friend.
No, he not.
You know what best friend means in the hood. That don't mean what it's supposed to mean, but come on,
no, he
now,
not
like,
your best friend.
Yo, how many girls? That's my best friend. It's like 80 niggas there. I'm like, damn, you got a lot of best friends. Like
a lot of boy best friends too.
Listen, but yeah. So real quick, another topic. I'm gonna throw at y'all real quick. See how I do with it. So every relationship, right? It begins a certain type of way. Kind of like what we were saying earlier. Like it's like you kind of, I don't want to say you put on like a mask or whatever, but you're like,
maybe they do.
Maybe, but you put your best foot forward when you meet somebody for the first time and you try to build something with this person, right? And it lasts for like a few months or whatever. Everything's cool, everything's butterflies and all that good shit. But then eventually you come back down to reality in the relationship, right? Like it's not as like happy-go-lucky anymore. Like real life shit is starting to hit y'all.
No rainbows anymore.
No more rainbows. The butterflies are probably
honeymoon stage is over.
Honeymoon stage is out the window. So it's like at that point, like
trouble
what do you got? Yeah, it's, I won't say trouble, but it's some storms going on. Yeah, a little tropical,
little dark cloud.
Yeah, like a little
clouds are rolling in.
Rain. Yeah, so like in that case, right? What would you guys do to kind of like? I don't want to say save the relationship because it's still afloat, but it's like you could tell it's not.
It's rocky.
It's rocky. It's probably not as fun for you anymore. Like, what do you do to kind of like balance the ship again? Something's
not being communicated, right? So when you first meet somebody and everything starts out great, and then things starts to get rocky. You have to look at yourself. Maybe you don't feel comfortable to open yourself up fully to that person. And maybe there's some things you haven't felt comfortable discussing with that person. And then it starts affecting your life or what you do. And then it gets into your relationship and it affects that. So I don't want to say communication because it sounds so cliche and everybody say communication is key, but it really is key.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people start having attitude or acting funny because there's something that's affecting them and they're not talking about it. Or there's something that the partner or the person did that affected them and the partner has no idea that they affected or triggered. They're going around like nothing happened and then this person is over here.
To you, but you annoy the hell out of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what I do.
To kind of
I don't know what I haven't do nothing like.
To piggyback of that, I feel like another key to communication is understanding, because sometimes you could be talking to somebody every day of the week, and just because you're not having the same understanding of communication, it's still not working.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's something I learned personally, because you could be saying red and they hearing blue. And that is like, okay, we talking about red and blue, but we're not saying blue.
Right.
Does that make sense right now?
Right.
And the understanding part is like having an understanding of a person. That kind of goes into your question as in when you leave that honeymoon stage, is you need to remember what made you like this person in the first place all the time.
Yep.
Exactly.
You constantly have to remember that and have an understanding of who they are.
Yep.
Right.
Because once you understand, okay, you know what, he or she's a little moody. that's just who they are.
Yeah,
it makes it easier on you.
Yeah. So quick.
So
question.
you don't take it personal.
What if you don't learn that in that phase? You don't really.
Yeah, y'all gonna
At some point.
Cause it's like,
over.
yeah, because like it's all butterflies and shit like that. You don't really, you'll get to know the person somewhat, but not the full picture. So it's like once the honeymoon phase is over, now you realize this person's
And it will come a point where it can be over. It's like on and off.
I think it's like that for every relationship. The beginning is great, the middle is, and then it becomes great, and then
it's like a wave. It just
it's
kind of
on and off.
Yeah, it just kind of.
But I feel like the part is always reminding yourself why you love this person.
That's very key. Let me tell you something.
Ooh.
I feel like
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, put that on a t-shirt.
in a relationship, when it comes to love, if you've been with somebody for years or whatever the case is, I think love is a decision because it changes so much. The different seasons in life come and go. One minute you love this person, the other minute you don't love them. They do something to upset you. Then the next minute you're all happy. So I think love is a decision. Because if you go by the emotion, you're gonna be going through the roller coaster your whole life.
And with the whole understanding thing, no matter who you date, you're gonna have that on and off with. It's a roller coaster with everyone. So it's like you can't be like, oh, it's bad here, so I'm gonna go here. You cannot have a honeymoon phase forever.
No, you can't.
No.
It's gonna get hard.
It'd be nice.
And if
goes
someone
back to
out
me
there
saying you
does
gotta
have
have
the
patience.
honeymoon
You
phase,
gotta
for all
have
eternity,
patience,
let us
man, because you
know.
gotta be able to deal with somebody through those ups and those downs.
Yeah,
Like,
Yes.
that's true.
and if you want to stick around with that person,
And if the case is if you can't, do you leave? Like, are you just
What you mean? Like
if you can't, like, all right, so like he said, patience, right? So like
Very
honeymoon phase is here,
Uh-huh.
highest of highs, right?
Okay.
6 months later, we're going down a little bit. You got problems. Your parents suck. Your
What?
movie,
You said your parents suck.
like, it's like a whole bunch of shit. Like,
Damn,
like, are you still gonna rock with the person, or is this
Some
like,
craziness, right?
Like since I'm down here, I'm
that
gonna
sounded
jump
kind
off
of
now. Like,
personal.
he said, "You know what? This is my exit.
Yeah,
right here.
I'm getting off right here.
Square ball."
It happens.
It does happen.
It does.
Like your family's
Listen,
It does happen. Yes, it
It
does.
happens. I'm just saying. I'm no personal experience over here, but just saying.
So, like, what do you do when the honeymoon phase ends? Is the question?
Like when it's over, right? Like because like a lot of people feel like once that honeymoon phase is over, the relationship gets boring, gets stale because nothing's new anymore. Like we done everything, we've been everywhere. Now it's just
Well, it's what Eunice said, right? You have to put in hard work.
Yeah.
You have to put in work because if that's the case, you're gonna be in and out of relationships all
Forever?
the time.
yeah.
So you're
Forever and never, never
93.
till all eternity.
93 still kicking it, but
Because I feel like that's where the idea of maturity comes in.
Right.
When you're immature, every time it goes low, you feel like, it's boring, I'm going to the next person. Well, it's going to be high, but that's going to come
Yep.
low.
Yeah.
Next person. Before you know it, you're 45, you're single, and you're still looking for this high that you're never going to get.
Right.
Maturity comes
And it
in.
gets played out at one point.
Right.
At
It
does.
25-year-old talking to 5 chicks. Okay, do whatever floats your boat and be happy. But at some point, like
You're going to get tired.
Sit down.
Fellas, take it
Right.
from me. That player shit goes out the window at some point. It
Right.
gets so boring and repetitive.
Exactly.
Like it's like why?
What's your favorite color?
They think that shit is. Like, you gotta
Like,
do
I
that
don't
shit
know.
with like
Like,
100
that's
different
what
people.
I
Like
I
that's,
want to know
I don't know.
what's your credit score. That's what I want to know at 40.
But this point, I want a female me now. At this point,
Yeah,
I just want a
right.
partner in crime. Like I don't want to keep
Just-
looking for that no more.
and that's the thing. Like you reach a point where it's just like, yo, like I'm here. I need somebody that's gonna meet me up there. If you're not
Right.
going to,
That's
like,
right. Or help build with me.
yeah, or something. Like you can't keep dating these chicken heads forever. Like
Nah,
no.
Yeah,
of course
yeah.
not.
Yeah, it's
So that's what I was saying. It's like that's literally where maturity kicks in.
yeah.
Because if you're matured, you're gonna realize that you know what, it's part of the life process. Especially if you've been in 1 or 2 relationships, you're gonna know that okay, it's a trend, and that's when you're gonna realize. I think when it gets to the low, you need to actively, like I was saying, you do things.
Yeah.
All right, you can't just expect it to be fun when you're bored.
Right.
Let's go out, create date nights. Hey, there's a cruise going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
you love that
somebody's coming
Yeah.
to this
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
Gotta
Let's
keep
go
that
hang
energy.
out there.
Dude, gotta
you
keep
gotta
that
actively
energy.
do
Can't-
stuff.
And
Got
you
to.
know what? I feel like relationships, they teach you also so much about yourself.
They do.
So when the honeymoon phase is over and it's maybe a little bit uncomfortable for you, you're also forced to look at yourself and maybe what are
Yes.
you doing wrong? What do you have to change? What do you have to work on?
I
what
love that.
patterns
Yeah.
do you have to break that maybe you saw in your parents growing up?
Yes.
It goes so much deeper than that, but it's what Eunice said. You have to be willing to put in the work, and as long as both parties or both individuals are willing to work on it and build together, then it's gonna work out. But if you're a person that runs away at the first set of problems, then out the door you go.
Yeah.
That
You're
go back
gonna
to
be
what you're
more
saying.
problems.
Exactly.
Probably worse than the one you left.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to put in hard work.
Yeah.
You gotta
But
put in-
not make it feel like work.
Yes.
If that make any
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, because if it feels like work,
Not like
it's-
you
Yeah.
killing yourself.
Yeah. You don't want to
Yeah.
Get to this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
want to overexert yourself.
Right.
Try to make somebody happy or whatever, but
Yeah.
Right.
definitely got to put in hard work.
Both
Keep a
of you.
relationship. Yeah.
Both
Yeah,
of you.
it has to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
It's like,
it goes
hey,
both ways.
All right,
It can't
it's
be
been
more
boring.
one
Let's
another.
do something
Like,
this weekend. The person's like, yeah. They're both up for it. And like, I don't want to do it. Now you doing the extra
Yeah.
stuff.
Or even if you gotta
Decided.
schedule it or put it on a calendar or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But as long as you put in the effort.
it's not solely nobody's one
Yeah.
job. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
both got to put that
Always
work.
gotta be 50-50, always.
Yeah, of course.
So with that being said, you guys gave me like another idea right off the top of the dome.
Go ahead.
So with relationships, right? You said it gets boring, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
So, like-
there comes a point where things
Yeah.
get boring.
Yeah, so, like,
routine.
A lot of people once the relationship gets boring, they do one thing, which is they look outside the relationship. They cheat. So like, but their cheating has like a lot of different branches. There's like a lot of like shit that goes into cheating. Like some people be like, oh, you did this, you cheated. Oh, you did that, you cheated. So like, what?
Different definitions.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
Yeah, everybody
you
has, like, a
you
different
Took the
definition.
shit out of my mouth. So what is like? I'm gonna go around. Each of you just give me a definition of cheating. I'll start off first because it's my show. So for me, like my idea of cheating has changed throughout the years, just because like I've experienced some shit. I've been through some stuff. Like I said, and like I just been kind of
yourself. No, I'm kidding.
cut that out, yo. Like, but nah. So like with cheating, right? So like you're in a relationship with one person. I feel like cheating is giving your attention that you're not giving to the person you're with to somebody else.
Yes.
And
Deep.
it doesn't have to be physical. It doesn't. It could be more than physical. It could be emotional. It could be verbal, or whatever the case may be. As long as the person you're with doesn't feel like you're with them, you cheated. At that point,
I agree.
That got me thinking about
I agree. It don't necessarily have to be physical.
yeah. And I've always thought it was physical. Growing up, like, oh, you went to go do this with her, you cheated.
It's like if you talking
just
to
the
them,
ground.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But if you kiss
Yeah, but
them,
it's
it's a
so-
problem.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Gotcha.
levels to that
Everybody
shit.
has different
Yeah.
definitions.
Yeah.
yeah, I never really realized that until I got older. I'm like, oh, it's not just you slept with this person. You flirted with her.
If
You
I'm
went to her-
entertaining somebody,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, telling her sweet nothing.
Yeah.
and all that
Because you
shit,
put
and,
all
like,
your
you
energy
gonna
in that
definitely
paragraph
look at
test
that,
with
like, you know
them,
what
but
I'm
then I text you, you be like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
saying? Like what?
yeah,
Yeah.
give me the one word
Yeah.
answers, but for her, it's like a whole fucking
A whole paragraph.
I guess it's different for everybody, right?
All
Because
she asked was what she wanted on at McDonald's, and
Yeah,
gave her
you
like,
going.
You know
off.
what? I love you so much. Like
Working like you work at McDonald's and shit. Like, yeah, I got the Steve for $5 now. I'm like, I
got the Steve for
just want a double cheeseburger. Like, I don't need all the extra shit.
No, none of that.
I guess doing something with somebody that's not your partner or emotional intimacy, like you said, giving attention to somebody that's not your partner, but it's different for everybody, right? Because you could have a person that probably slept with somebody else and then they find out they slept with somebody else and then they don't even care about that. They care that you're more emotionally invested. So it's different for everybody, but I would say doing something that's not with your partner.
I would agree with him, even though my answer previously was a little different. It was more like physical, right?
Yeah, people changing their
now
minds.
that you say that, I do see it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that's definitely, it hurts more.
It does hurt more.
It hurts more because
yeah.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of things about, oh, you could get physical with somebody that you're not into.
Yeah, and get over that shit quicker.
It's easy,
You know,
yeah.
but
I
when
feel
you're
like,
into
yeah.
someone,
Mm.
it's sketchy.
Yeah.
It's like if you know he or she's giving their attention to somebody else, that hurts more.
Yeah, and it's like hard. Now I want to say it's hard to get over because
Yeah.
it's like if you're like invested with this person, like you said, you're just not going to turn it off tomorrow because
That means
yeah.
you genuinely like them.
That's what I'm saying. Like you put in that time for a reason. Now, like for someone to be like, "Yo, don't talk to that person no more." It's like, I don't know. Like we kind of like shared shit with each other now, and
You don't know. You better
Right.
move on.
listen,
Are you a forgiver
me,
of cheaters?
who me?
If let's say you're in a relationship, and
If I'm
somebody
in a
cheated?
relationship and I found out that I was cheated on, I would forgive. I'm a very forgiving person. Like you could do something to me today, right now, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm not holding a grudge. I'm very forgiving.
Oh, wow.
But then it depends because you could have a partner that's a grudge holder.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But I'm very forgiving.
You a grudge holder?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huge. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, you forgive or you don't forgive?
Nah.
No
You don't
forgiveness.
forgive.
Nah.
You forgive?
Nope, nope, nope.
You don't forgive. Okay. But is that like a man
I don't forgive.
thing,
I don't
like
forget.
an ego?
None of that shit. I don't get.
I mean, I've never been cheated off. Not that I know
Right.
of. Because, people hide stuff. But I feel like I don't know if I can
I actually
forgive
got
that.
some shit I need.
I feel like for me,
It's either
that's
I'm gonna
it.
forgive you. And
I would
keep being
forgive.
Because for me, I
would be
think
hurt.
that's the
Oh, Lord.
ultimate disrespect.
Right.
Cheating?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Even in marriage, I feel like I'm gonna look
Yeah.
at you sideways. I'm gonna go
Marriage-
sleep in a hotel for like 2 weeks and think about my life and see what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna divorce him? Because I don't know.
You put a lot of things in.
Yeah, I feel like
perspective.
cheating is like, for me, that's like up there. You could do your little weird stuff, whatever, but cheating is like, for me, it's like, no.
yeah, so I don't know. I'm a forgiver, but it'll take me a minute. It's gonna take me a minute because like in the act, I can't just be like, yeah, we're cool, whatever. And I made that mistake a few
Right.
times before, where it's like the person might have did something I didn't like, and it was like, oh, you did more than that? Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you would.
But I was like,
need your space.
Yeah, I was like, all right, it's cool. I'll forgive you, whatever. But then later on,
It's gonna
it doesn't.
run, right?
It doesn't go away. It still turns in my brain. I'm like, damn, like, like you
Like
really did that shit. I'm like, yo,
See,
like,
that's
Yeah,
not, that's like not genuine almost, because
You
it's
just-
like it's still there. I feel like when you forgive, you let it go.
Nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
have to
you can
genuinely do that.
forgive,
You
but
do.
you know,
don't
you
forget.
that's
you
my
always,
thing. I'll forgive you, but I'm not gonna forget.
I'm never gonna.
Listen,
Listen, I don't forgive because, and I'm not trying to make myself look like some kind of fucking saint or anything like that. But I'm not doing that. If I'm gonna deal with one person, it's gonna be that one person only.
Right.
Because that person has everything I need and want in a person.
Right.
So I'm never gonna do that. So for you to do it to me,
It hurts more.
it's fucked
does
up.
hurt.
Like,
What are
and
you?
I'm not
Are
doing
you
it.
a
I'm
Gemini?
I'm a Taurus. I'm
Oh, yeah, let's do that. What are you?
I'm a Gemini,
Oh, yeah.
and we're like, I'm all about loyalty, not
Yes.
just because
I'm
I'm
really big on that.
all about loyalty.
So it's
It's
like-
like me, you,
Yeah.
together.
You know me. You know I wouldn't
So
do
when
that
that
to
is
you. So why
tainted-
would you do that to
Yeah.
me? You
I don't know.
what I'm
It's
saying?
like it's like one of those things where they'd be like, "Oh, but you didn't do this, or you didn't." Do
I
that.
hear men
I hear
and,
you,
and
dog,
women
but like
like
that's what
cheat for different
communication is about.
reasons.
Yes,
saying.
I
So
isn't
that's-
it weird?
Yeah, I hear men and women cheat for different reasons. Have you guys heard that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time. Like guys, this is a big ass thing, but guys cheat for like physical desire. Women cheat for
It's in our
emotional.
nature
Yeah,
Yeah,
parents.
to be with multiple women.
That's
you know what I mean.
our nature,
Like,
but it's like I don't really. Believe
not
that.
saying nobody we really want to do that. I'm not saying like we're willingly getting up and going. I'm just saying like no, since like the beginning of the time, like
Yeah, like men have just
we
always been
breed
around.
with the like that's how
Right.
that's how we populate the earth. We gotta be with multiple.
men will
There's
populate
no
a whole-
emotion invested into that.
It's-
Which is
You know what
why
I'm saying?
apparently guys find it harder to get over it if a woman cheats.
Yeah, I think it hurts the guy
It takes
more.
a lot for
It does.
women
It does,
to do
yeah.
that.
It definitely does.
Like I don't want to say like in my culture or whatever, but I know that a lot of Dominican men, they would have a whole nother family. Let me tell you.
boy,
I don't know.
that's a fact. That's a fact. You have a whole little
I don't
kid,
know.
a
Listen.
dog, and a house with a white.
One time,
Nigga, you live in the Bronx on like on
you got a white
like,
This thing got a white picket.
listen. One time, I was at work and I had to escort someone to one of my clients to a medical appointment. When I used to work in Brooklyn, but this person lived in the Bronx, whatever. The appointment was in the Bronx. And I took this client to the appointment. And you know, sometimes you're sitting down in the waiting room and people just want to talk to you. I don't know why, but people always want to talk to me or make some more conversation.
Especially in the city.
So the lady that was sitting next to me waiting to be called, not my client, but someone else, she just starts venting. She's like, I don't know why she told me this, but she was like, I've been a lover for 20 years. She's like, the person I'm with has been with his wife for 20 years and he does not want to leave her. And I'm tired of being that second person. They have 20 years together. His wife had no idea. And they had like a whole other family on the
Oh my
side.
God.
that's
Yeah,
wicked.
but she allowed that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but it happens.
It does.
It happens.
yeah.
It does.
There's
it does.
men out there with a whole other family.
You know, I know you don't want to bring the whole culture thing, but it definitely plays a big role. Because if you go back home, a lot of women deal with it.
And the men is applauded
The
for
men
that.
are like superior,
Yeah.
so they're less questioned by women.
But if a
of
woman
where you
was
were
to
around
do
the
it,
car.
Yeah.
the man would, all hell will break loose.
Yeah. It's
They
true.
catch you texting one person, there's a wrap.
Right.
like, how could you do
But
this?
they couldn't have
One.
whole
Just
families.
one. Just one.
Meanwhile, we got like 60
Right,
different
right.
people.
Oh, so you're not
I don't wanna-
loaded?
yeah.
Like, that's
We
great.
got Domino's Pizza, but that's not really Domino's Pizza.
All right. You just gonna throw Pizza Hut in there?
Yeah,
You
like-
just gonna be okay with
But
that?
what you said, that was kind of like important. How do you guys like feel about like gender roles in a relationship?
What kind of gender roles you talking
just
about?
like-
You talk because
Like kind of like what I said earlier. Like I was like, oh, men have to be the provider. Like that's not.
I
always
want
the
a
truth.
provider. I need a
okay.
provider
So I guess-
because you can't come over here and not provide nothing. So I'm not going to the supermarket with love. Hello, like you better come over here. You better bring something to the table,
You're gonna get to the cashier, be like, here's some love for my husband.
right? Like
get you shit. With
I can't buy
Shit outta
food with
here.
love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Come
you
on.
tuna and chips.
I definitely agree with her. I feel like I still believe in the traditional idea of men should provide,
Yes.
but I still believe
Yeah.
that women are meant to be supported.
Yes,
You
and
know,
bring
I
something
work-
to the table
Yeah,
too.
I work hard. I have a career, etc. Because in case you're no longer able to, I want to be able to stand up.
Be a compliment to each other.
Right.
Exactly.
It's
And
not
that's
the
fair
way
for
it's
the man to
supposed to
do
be.
everything.
Right.
You got to bring something to the table.
We gotta
too.
balance
Yeah,
each other
should-
out. We gotta.
There's a lot of women that like to just leave that responsibility
Oh
to just
no!
men and men.
I gotta ask him to do your
No.
nails. Honestly, if he out of his own, it's like, hey babe, here you go, fine. But I would never,
Yeah.
be like, give me money to go do my nails.
No, he needs to know he need to give me money. I'm not asking. I'm not asking you. You
No,
better.
some females be
Right,
acting.
like, let him do
my
that,
hair.
but don't act.
What
Like,
happens
yeah, that's what I'm
is that
saying.
they gain
It's one of those things that go without saying. Like,
right.
Yeah.
They gain control
Yeah.
over you. They feel like they can do whatever. They lose respect for you. Number one.
Yeah.
I grew up with brothers. That's one thing they taught me. You gotta make sure a man respects you, and a man respects you when you can
Shout out
hold
to
your
you,
own.
bro.
When you can hold your own. Yeah, you submit to them and everything, but they know you're a woman who can stand on your own.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
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 So that is definitely something I
Absolutely.
took growing up.
Yeah.
So gender roles, I feel like in a relationship, we're companions.
And
We're partners.
Yes, we're partners. And it's not about, oh, behind every man, there's a woman. No, I'm right there next
Next
to you.
to
I'm not
you.
behind. I'm not behind. I'm right there alongside
Right,
with
right.
you.
I never liked that saying. Like, oh, behind every strong man is a strong. I'm like, no.
I mean, I get it. You know,
I get what,
it
yeah,
sounds
I get it,
nice.
but
And
I don't like how
like
it
the idea,
sounds.
but
It's just like she has to be. No, she can
gender roles.
Right next to me.
Like,
Right next to me. Not behind me.
Be, you don't gotta support me from the back. I want
She's
people
my
to know.
But
equal.
you know,
She
you
should be
gotta
right
look at
next
the
to me.
history of our people.
Oh, my
America,
God.
Yeah.
West Indian, Dominican, Africa. It's like women have always been
We're expected to do
Down there.
everything sometimes.
Yeah.
Down there.
everything.
But now in 2021, what about to be 2022 in a few months,
Yeah.
I feel like gender roles, I mean, again, it's different for everybody. What works for your relationship might not work for another. But I feel like things should be equal.
yeah.
We should both be helping out around the house
Yes.
equally.
If I can clean the bathroom, you should be able to like
Now
around
it's
the kitchen.
right,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
And if we're
I agree.
both
With the
dishes.
also
I
if we're
absolutely
both working adults, everything should be equal. But if you're the man and you're the breadwinner and you're out there working 8, 10, 12-hour shifts and I'm home all day, I should do my part too.
Right. It needs to just balance out at the end of the day.
Right.
It needs to balance.
But I feel
out.
like, as long as in gender roles you're helping each other, everything is, the intention is for everything to be equal, then, but this is here in America. I don't know about other places in the
I
world.
think
Might be a little
it's
different.
changing. It's changing. I have
hope
I have
so.
a coworker. She has this saying. She goes, "You cannot send a generation of women to college and expect everything to stay the same. Like it's changing. Women are like so
about-
different
About time,
from 100 years ago.
Yeah.
So different. In the 1920s.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, about
And all for
time.
good reasons too.
Yeah, it has
That's
to be.
great.
Yeah,
It's
a lot
absolutely
of
great.
women
It's
are
a nice
holding,
upswing,
right?
for women.
Like a lot of single mothers are doing their thing. Shout out to single
Right.
mothers.
Shout out to single moms.
Yeah,
They're
for
doing
sure.
it.
My
They're
mom's a
working,
single mom.
raising kids.
Bless
Single fathers are doing their. It's like nowadays gender is not really. Things
Yeah.
are changing. Everybody's just everybody's just working hard.
I want to say, I think I'm going to stir the pot a little bit. I don't
Please
know.
do. Please do.
Okay, I'll go. So I've been seeing this a lot on Instagram. I don't know if you have come across these posts or whatever. Yes, we're women. We love to be independent. We like to hold our own. We like to feel like, okay, we don't need you because if it goes wrong, well, I got my own. Okay, that's fine. But I'm hearing and I'm seeing that for some men, that may be a turnoff.
Oh, of course.
For a woman to be so independent, to not make the man feel like, oh, she don't need me. And some women, and they're like saying, oh, why am I single forever? I can't find nobody. Well, it's because maybe you don't let the man provide. You don't let the man feel like, okay, let me do this for her. Let me feel good about providing for her. If you always got the attitude, I don't need nobody, that's going to turn off a man. And maybe you're scaring them away. Right. So I don't know. I want to hear you guys' opinion.
I agree with you.
Because I've been seeing this a lot, and I agree with that.
I have no problem with women being independent. It's more money in my pocket, but at the same time, when you start making me feel like I'm less of a man, then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no problem with women. My mom was an independent woman.
I see where you're coming from. I personally started noticing that myself. I grew up being independent, but I'm like, sometimes he want to pay. Let him pay. Because I feel like you men are so egotistic. You like to feel like
all of us.
I'm the man. So sometimes I do know if you go off being too independent, it does turn them off.
But then sometimes it might go back to how we were raised. Like, you're supposed to hold doors open for women, be cordial. I mean, you know what I mean?
All those things.
So just all that stuff. So like, maybe I should and then I guess when they see like, oh no, I
open my own door. It's like I don't need you to.
Okay, no, that's too much. You're gonna open this door, and I'm gonna walk through, and you're gonna hold my bag.
Nah,
you're gonna pull my chair when we get down.
Open the. I'm like,
and when we get to the car,
like I'm your personal scarecrow.
We appreciate those little things, but there be some crazy girls out there that
overdo
because of that attitude, they overdo. Well, then
I think the definition of independence has been overdone. Like a lot of things in our generation. Independence for me is a woman who works hard, has her own money, still knows how to submit due to respect. Because submission comes with respect. If you respect a man, you're gonna submit, not in the you're my boss type of way, so I'm doing whatever you want. But like I respect you, so you know what, I'm gonna let you have your way sometimes. So you respect me, you're gonna have me
don't submit to no dude that ain't doing shit for you.
Exactly.
Like, so,
you do things as a man, and I respect that.
Like for sure.
But I think independence is being able to hold your own. Right? But I feel like women naturally we crave being held and being taken care of.
Even if, should be.
Yeah, not even if it's not the financial aspect, like opening doors.
Little things.
Women appreciate security.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Feeling safe.
You
know, I mean,
I've heard that a lot.
If you're with a guy who doesn't open the door,
it don't necessarily mean.
Are you with the
just like make me feel safe and shit.
Yeah, like.
But to answer your question, damn, what was your question?
I was just gonna say.
What are your views?
On that, like,
well, my upbringing, it was different. For my upbringing is pretty much the guy does everything and the lady just does whatever is left over.
Chills out in the house.
Yeah, well, nah, my mom not chilling in the house. She be wilding. My mom does everything in my house, everything, and I respect that. But like, also she like kind of wait till my dad hand and foot. I guess it's the culture thing, and like. Growing up, I didn't really look at it any type of way, but now that I'm older, I hate that shit. Honestly, like I don't want to come home from work, sit down, put my shoes on the floor, watch TV, and like have dinner brought to me.
To serve them.
I don't like that. Something
in African culture, they also fetch water for him to wash his hand with.
Really?
Yeah, it don't sit right with me for whatever reason. And I always told myself, if I ever am fortunate enough to get married, we ain't doing that shit. I'll be in the kitchen with you making food. And we'll come down together and sit and watch it together.
Your lips to God's ears.
I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna have someone wait on me hand and foot just because I've never been raised like that, but I've watched it growing up because that's just the culture.
It's not fair.
Like she said, that's how our culture is. Like the man comes home, he
chills.
It's
like that too in Dominican Republic.
Nothing.
At all.
The woman has to do everything. Well, now it's changing. But if I look at my aunts, uncles, I've seen some people in the family, and it's like, sometimes the woman is still expected to do everything.
It's not so long ago they still do that. I feel like it's really our generation from 1990s, 80s, 90s babies that are changing that.
Yes, absolutely.
70
millennials.
Yeah.
Upward.
We changed everything.
Still very much the same. Because for me, like my mom is an older woman because I'm the youngest of 6. So she was very much that, like... hands in, does everything. And to this day, she still lectures me about cooking because you gotta go. Like, she still has that mentality that I have to marry and be that woman who does
Because if you're not that woman, you're less.
You're not
of
gonna get a
woman.
man.
Yeah.
You're gonna
crazy.
embarrass the family, and he's gonna bring you back. Yada yada yada. Whereas my siblings who are older than me is they're married. You know, like I said, I'm the youngest and I'm not that young. But they're married, they have kids, and you go to their households and it's different. Like she's cooking and the husband's there washing dishes. And it's
a partnership.
It's a partnership,
Yeah.
and it's so different. Like, you know, with what they. But then I feel like it's just what they grew up with.
Yeah.
Right.
They might not know
It was
any
a hard
better.
time.
Yeah.
It was a hard time.
So we've mentioned social media a lot in this conversation.
I know.
So that brings up my next question. How important is social media in your like relationship? Like, I know a lot of people like to post
Not
their
important.
significant other, Women Crush Wednesday, Man Crush Monday,
I don't
whatever.
post.
Have them
You
on their
have me on
bio or
Instagram.
whatever. Yeah, like how is that important to you guys at all? Like, do you really give a fuck about that shit? Or like,
I don't think it matters. I feel like I post when I want to, and that's it. Like once a month.
yeah,
2, 3
I mean,
months. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
some people, if their significant other don't post them, they're like, oh, well, why are you not posting me? Like sometimes they write relationships off of that. And I know some people that have had to delete their social medias
Just
because
because
they
they
cause
wanna post
problems in a relationship.
Wow.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh
he
my
liked her
goodness.
post too much.
I used to date
I've
somebody
never
like
been a
that.
social media person.
really used to
It's
date somebody like
I
that.
post people I love who are always around me, and if I'm in
Yeah.
a good mood,
When you
I'll
get
post
there,
you.
I'll post you.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta earn
Like,
that
yeah.
right.
If I
You
don't
gotta earn that
post
right,
you,
like-
whatever, you don't have to post me. I really don't care. It's like
Me personally, if I
post me.
wasn't
people like
doing what
to
I was
keep it
doing right now,
private,
I'm not
you
really
know?
a social media person, but like I just feel like,
It is what it is.
yeah, like I don't.
It's all fake.
It is.
It is like
because
you
But for
just
the-
putting
the-
up this.
But for
Yeah,
these
this
young
image-
kids coming up, they
That's-
want to.
Oh, they love that.
That's all they want to do.
I take
Relationship
high school, so
goals.
I know
Hashtag.
they love. their
But we didn't
social
have
media.
that growing up. We didn't have.
had-
social
we had
media, none of that
MySpace.
shit. So
We
like,
had
it's just
MySpace.
all brand new.
You remember
And
Skonex?
AIM?
I was too young to be on Skonex. I was too young for Skonex, but I heard about it.
I never.
Yo, literally the
MySpace
first
came-
MySpace.
That MySpace came. I'm like, I could do
bro.
that. I could do
That
that.
was Skonex.
Skonex. I heard
What
something
else they
about
had? What else they had back in the day? They had AIM.
AIM.
I remember when
AIM was my
they
shit,
used
too.
to call my house, my AIM connection would drop. You'd be chatting, someone call the house and
Yo, I used to love that. You got man when you logged
what was
in.
his screen name? You remember his screen
Me,
name?
Shadow 33445.
I'm done.
I
That
think
was my shit.
Shadow, I think I was like, I don't even remember.
I was at every.
I
chat
was
room.
something 182. 'cause
And
I-
in schools, you can have phones, right?
J
like,
Boogie
you were
165.
forced to, like,
I wanted to be a
you're
boogie
the
so
kid.
bad though.
J
You go
Boogie
home,
165.
Right.
hang out
And that
with
was just a
family.
letter
Nowadays,
J.
it's
Yeah,
just
then I
like
had BX Soldier 460.
and if
All
you
the
didn't, and if you
phone.
didn't have a sidekick, you weren't cool.
No, you
Or that razor.
I never had a sidekick, and
Me neither. I was too poor.
You never had a sidekick?
I had all.
I was too poor for a sidekick. My mom was not buying me that. I didn't even have the pepper jeans
Yeah,
growing up.
That was a.
Yeah.
You remember the
phone
pepper
was-
jeans?
Oh, you bought
I was too poor. I had the Pele jeans.
Yo, I had Pele. I had Fat Farm too.
But
I
you
had the
remember
whole.
all that.
Sean
the
John.
Motorola
I had the whole.
Yes,
Flip
the
ones.
razor one.
Oh
The
my
razor
God.
one.
The pink ones. I had
The
those.
pink razor. I had that one.
Yeah.
I was too poor for North Face. I had the South Pole.
Yo,
You remember that?
Yo, I begged my parents for a no freeze because everyone had one. I'm like, yo, I need one.
But I'm not gonna lie.
But them
we
costs were
had-
like $300. I could
Yeah.
see why my mother was like, no.
We had a good childhood. I feel like without all that extraness, when I remember me, like literally from 4th grade, because I came here when I was 12, so from Ghana, here, high school, like just good, genuine good memories. Like sitting in the lunchroom, literally kiki, ha-ha-ing about stuff, because nobody had
Yeah.
your phone.
Yeah.
Even if
Those were the days.
when phones were
Yeah.
becoming popular, we couldn't even bring
We
it
were
into
more
school.
grounded.
It's like
Yeah.
really good times.
Like,
And nowadays, it's
Everything
just
wasn't
like,
this.
Yeah, it was easy.
You know,
I
like
know.
me, like
It was
we were
sneakers back
we were
then,
interacting
remember?
with each other.
Yeah.
we were
Sneakers back then.
playing manhunt. You know what I mean? We
Right,
doing
yeah,
all type
yeah.
of shit. Like
Shit
nobody's
was more
doing
fun
that.
back then. Like I remember growing up, like you'd be outside all day and not care.
Yeah.
You just come in for water.
You come in for water real quick and run back outside. I used to.
Right.
My mom like, you come, you
Man.
staying? Like, nah,
If you're going for water, you staying. You ain't
Yeah,
coming
you-
back out.
You know, yeah.
Yo, I used to be out till the sun was up till it came down, and I was still
These
outside.
kids don't know nothing about that.
No,
They ain't doing
no,
that
they,
no
they
more.
don't even know how to socialize. Especially when COVID hit, I think it worsened it.
Oh, no.
Because you're
TikTok
home.
and then
No, they were fine. They would.
What
They would
not?
I
on
did a
their
summer
phones,
program for my
old,
job.
Old niggas was like, yo,
And one day we're like, we're gonna take them outside. You know, where teachers were all like
Yeah.
extra happy. We're like, when they took them outside, and these kids are out there like,
Right.
I'm like, put it away and go talk to someone.
They're gonna have issues. They're not gonna have social.
No,
she's not lying.
I have no
She's
social skills.
Because I had my nieces with me last weekend for the whole weekend. Like they were with me in my house and like, and I don't normally do that, but. The whole time I'm doing movie nights, I'm cooking for them. I got popcorn, I got all type of
They don't
snacks
want
and
that.
shit
They
on
want a
the table.
TikTok.
Yo, they're like this. The whole time I'm putting on my best Disney movies, my nigga. I'm like, yo, they phone
like yo.
But
that's what happened. And
that's
I'm
like, I didn't even
they don't work on their like socialization
at all,
and that affects relationships too. They're gonna have a problem growing. I don't know how they're gonna.
I'm scared for the next 10 years.
I don't know how they're gonna do it. Then they want to text. They don't even want to talk on the phone.
Yeah, everything's gonna be digitalized.
I hate texting.
I'm a talk. I want to have a phone conversation.
Same.
I want to hear your voice. I want to see how you sound.
I want to
you
sound
okay.
the shadiness in your voice.
Right.
You know, hearing the shadiness like,
Yeah.
I'm not
that okay don't sound right.
I text, but I prefer phone calls.
Yeah. All right, so let's do some quick hitters real quick. Just
Some
like,
quick what?
Quick hitters, just like straight to the point.
Quick
question.
hitters?
Yeah, quick question.
Oh.
All right. All right. So, when you first meet somebody, right? Like for the first, let's say everybody say you're single. Let's say
Okay.
we're single for this exercise or whatever.
Okay.
You're in the street, you're chilling or whatever, and your whatever girl guy walks by.
See them walk by.
Yeah. What's the first thing, or maybe two things that you see, and it's like I want to talk to that person.
That I see them and I'm like, okay, I'm not talking to them.
No, that you would want to talk to that person. So I'll give you an example. For
Only
me,
two things?
I'll give you three.
Give me, let's give us three.
I'll give you three. All right, so I'll go first.
It's your show. Go ahead.
I kind of hear what you gotta say first.
Basically, first impression.
I don't know what the question.
Yeah, so I'm a sound mad
Juicy.
superficial.
It's
I'm
juicy.
an ass person, so that's probably what I'm gonna look at first.
You're looking at the ass first?
Yes, and then I'm not gonna lie.
Wait.
Wait, he said if you see somebody in the let's say you're single. Let's say we're all single right now. If you're walking down the street and you see somebody, what are the first three things you notice in the person?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He said ass. He looks at the
I'm an
ass
ass guy,
first.
so ass is first.
Like 90% of the Bronx
I'm not gonna
guys,
lie.
New York City
Exactly.
guys,
2021.
I'm not gonna
they
lie,
want ass.
like,
They don't want titties.
Yeah, so then once I see that, right, I'll get you in a conversation and I'm gonna look for these two specific factors. If you have a sense of humor and do you have any like goals or aspirations outside
Wait. This is okay.
Oh, this is
I'm
not a physical
confused.
thing.
Yes.
Like, you just met them.
Wait. No. I'm
No.
confused. You're seeing them. You're seeing them walking by, or you're seeing them and you're talking to them.
So I changed it up a little bit. Just
So you
you can't
see
do that
them
last
and then
minute.
you start
Okay.
talking to
You
them.
didn't answer his question right.
Right. Okay.
All right. So
You
Let's
asked the
do
question.
both. Let's do both.
okay, so we can do both.
You
so we
see
can do
them?
the first. All right. So when I first see them,
and then you talk to them.
and then when we talk to
Three
them.
and
So let's
three.
do that. Okay. So when I first see them, she over here taking over and shit.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. So
want
first thing I
clarity.
noticed, like I said, culo. I'll look at the butt. I'm not that tall, but I'm not that short either. So I'm like, I'll look at your height. If you're like if you're too tall, I might just be like, nah. I'm like my doctor says I'm 6 foot, so I'm jacking.
Your
6
doctor
foot.
say you're 6 foot?
My doctor said I'm 6 foot. So I'm jacking. I'm 6 foot. So if you're
What the fuck?
so if you walk by and you're like
my
6'5", I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm cool. So
You still gotta be taller than her when she
I
wear
gotta be
heels, right?
taller than her.
What average woman really out here walking around 6'5" though? Nice.
Then we got a problem. Now I ain't talking to nobody.
Dunking on you. Shit.
All right, so butt, height, and I probably won't see this, but if I do, I like to know you have a nice smile. I don't know why. I like smiling.
One of my things.
I'm a smiling type of person. I like to smile a lot and stuff. So if you have a nice smile, cool. And then okay, we're talking now, right?
Okay.
Sense of humor is one because I love to crack jokes and I'm super sarcastic. So you kind of gotta be there.
You want
with
a
me.
goofy person.
Yeah, like I don't want someone to just like serious all the time. Like that's no fun. Like I'll make fun
Can't
of
do that
somebody
over
and you
here.
just kind of just look at
We
me.
need a
Like,
laugh.
I hate that.
yeah, why would you talk about that person like that?
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
why wouldn't you? Like, the fuck? So that's one. Two, you kind of have to like have goal. I don't want to say you have to have goals, but it'll be nice to know that you want to continue to better yourself. I don't want you to kind of be like, yeah, I'm here, I'm chilling. Like this is cool, this is okay. Like nah, like I want to know that you want to like continue to grow as a person and eventually be bigger than what you are now, whatever that might mean for you. And then 3, that's a tough one.
You don't have to.
That's like 6 things, bro.
Nah, because we did 3 and we did 3 and 3.
If you don't have 3, it's.
I have a third one, but I don't have a third one. You go ahead.
Okay. I feel like I gotta get serious for this. I don't know.
It's your question.
No, it was your question.
But you remixed this. So don't fuck it up.
Okay, so I see you.
Uh-huh.
I am checking out your swagger because I need to see what you're wearing.
Yeah,
Ooh.
fits are important.
That's very important. I'm looking at your hands because I need to know your nails are clean. I don't want
from across the street. Just,
I'm gonna get closer.
just looking at niggas.
No. I don't. If I see dirt under your nails, that's gonna turn me off.
Okay.
And I'm looking at your teeth.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. What about when you're in the conversation? Same thing looking for? Or?
You have to be funny.
Okay.
Cause I like to crack jokes too. You have to be funny. You have to be respectful.
Yeah.
You have to be very respectful. I'm checking out how you talk, how you use your words, your tone. I'm filling you out. And I need to know that you have something going for your life.
Right. Vision.
I need to know that you have vision. I need to know that you're working to make yourself better.
Okay.
Because I'm not wasting my time talking to somebody that.
Yeah, letting these niggas know early.
She stole my ideas.
No, you can say you can say the
Copy
same
and paste
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Number 1 for me is smile. I like a guy with nice teeth. You know, like a nice smile. The way they're dressed says a lot.
Yes.
To me. What else? If I initially see them,
Like,
the way they talk.
yeah.
Some people, you know, they look nice and they open their mouth and you just, it's just, people, when somebody's genuinely respectful, they talk with respect.
Yeah, that is.
Right, yeah.
You know, some people, they just talk across the room. You're like, oh.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Some people look good, and when they talk, okay, you ugly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, just
so
don't say
That's
nothing.
so crazy how that would turn your
Yeah, like you could be pretty, you could be
It
a
would
diamond,
change
you
your
could be
whole
handsome.
perspective on
Talk.
somebody. Like, that's
Right.
crazy.
Even girls, like some girls look really good
And they talk, they mess it up. Just shut up and don't say
This is
nothing.
a
Right.
fact, though.
For me,
So-
cigarette.
I don't care how pretty you are. Like,
Exactly.
man, you start talking crazy again. I'm not.
Yeah.
We're not doing that, right?
Ugly as hell to me.
Not
like,
for me, cigarettes. As soon as I see a girl smoking,
Oh my god.
So like nice smile, nice teeth, the way you talk. If we get to talking, respect.
Yeah.
I don't play with
Yeah.
that.
You have to
Yeah.
You
be
need to respect me, everything about me, my family, my culture, because
Yes.
it's hard to understand, especially if you're not from my culture.
Right.
And even if you are my family, like respect me genuinely, and I'll give back.
Right.
Has somebody who has vision, who has potential, who's hardworking. Thirdly, somebody who's super hardworking, always working at a goal, because I want a luxurious life in the future.
As you should.
Me
right.
too.
Trying to be in
There's
like
nothing-
a nice house.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There's
like,
Nah.
And
You deserve
I
the finer things.
and I classify myself as a hardworking woman.
Right.
And
I
you
work-
deserve those finer things in life.
Exactly.
That's right.
I'm not gonna work hard and pay the bills and you just lay in the couch. We're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
So those
Not here.
Me.
Oh, hygiene, guys.
Hygiene.
Oh my
Hygiene
god.
is number one.
That's.
Yes.
Don't come over
That
here
should go
looking all
without saying,
crusty,
though.
looking all dusty.
Facts.
I'm gonna say I am a leg man.
Oh, okay.
He likes some legs.
I like nice legs. Like, you know how guys like, you know, I'm sorry, ladies, but you know,
Yeah.
big butts and all that shit.
You
Like,
like the
no,
legs.
I love nice legs.
It's a Bronx
Like,
thing.
nice legs. I know it's different.
Legs is different. Wait, legs you talking about the whole leg or from the knee down?
you know, because they got
You know what?
so that
like thighs.
It's like
I would
Yeah.
say thigh down because realistically,
Okay.
I'm not seeing anything above that.
Okay,
like in the
okay.
street.
Because you
know
can
what I
have
mean?
no
Like,
butt but have
yeah,
really nice legs.
You can. That's
Okay.
a fact.
Hey, you gotta
That's my thing.
You gotta clarify. Gotta clarify.
And she got
God.
a nice lead. Like she got
Not necessarily a nice smile, but the fact that you would smile. We live in an age where the resting bitch face is like a big thing. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Like I like to see that you smile, because if I see that you smile, I see that you most likely like to laugh.
Right.
You most likely like to enjoy life. Like, because I feel like anybody who has a resting bitch face,
Some
they
people
take
don't
shit
smile,
serious
like,
all
what
the
the hell's
time.
wrong with
Not
you?
all of us.
Damn.
You're one of them? You're one of them?
When
You
I
do.
have my
You definitely do.
he knows
First
that.
time I
When
met
have
her, I was
my
like, what the
regular face on, you think I'm a bitch.
Do I have one?
But
No.
I'm,
You used to.
if you get to know me,
If I can crack a smile out of you, that says a lot.
you're definitely gonna crack a smile.
Right.
But if I don't feel like
That's
smiling,
all I
I'm
mean.
like,
But if I feel like it's mad work, that I gotta like,
like, yeah, I
all right, nigga, you doing too much. Like, all right,
right,
you
right,
got it.
doing too much.
I'm good. What else? I'm in some of you.
I distracted you. Sorry.
This is fun, right?
Yeah, this is. Actually. What I said, legs, nice smile, and just the way you carry yourself.
Right.
Very
Yeah.
important.
You know what I mean? Like I like women that's down to earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't be too full of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be
And
too
just,
up. Don't be
extra.
too
Yeah.
uptight.
Like we're not in fucking Love and Hip Hop. Like just relax. Just relax, man.
He's a love and hip hop.
Hey, you don't gotta. There's no camera in front of you. You don't gotta be acting like.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But if yourself is ratchet, then you gotta go out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you gotta-
I'm gonna have to exclude myself from this
but
situation.
if you cool, you calm, collected, we can rock. But other than that, the door's over there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end it on this last question, just real quick. So for your relationship, whether current or in the future, whatever, what is one word or phrase you would use to like make sure that relationship is a success? My word, I would use a phrase, would be continued growth. Meaning, we just continue to grow, just get better every day, not with just each other, but just in our like everyday lives, so that we could come back together and continue to grow.
Okay.
My word will be prayer.
Wow.
Okay.
That would be.
I love that.
Yeah,
I feel like we like that a lot.
that would be
nowadays,
that would
you
be
know
my
what I mean?
word.
Like, we definitely.
And I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not gonna get
You
too
just
deep
dropped the
into
mic.
it.
Yeah,
Smack
no,
that
I
shit.
know, right? Like, let's
just
leave, guys.
smack that
Bye-bye.
shit.
Like-
Show's over.
You left it at Jesus. Like there's nothing topping that.
Yeah,
There's
now everything
nothing.
smells like shit.
Like
At that point,
my answer going. Like
Yeah.
you just gonna throw Jesus.
Sound like crazy.
I didn't say
should've
after
went
that. Like, how could you say that?
Like
That's
yeah,
awesome.
My answer stands.
Everybody just say
They
prayer.
don't compare.
It's just over after that.
Whatever I had, it sounded crazy to me.
Nah, it's
it doesn't
Hey,
stand
the
up to
organ
Jesus.
playing in the background.
It's not touching. It's not touching that.
Nah, that was.
Oh my God.
That was deep.
I forgot about.
Feel
prayer.
free. You can use this.
Jesus, I forgot about Jesus.
I forgot about Jesus. I'm so sorry.
You can say the same word. It's okay.
Nah,
Oh man,
it don't even matter what you say at this point.
Yeah.
that's tough.
I know. She just ruined it for both of us. Like, you won already.
You know what? If
Yeah.
I come back next time to this podcast, I'm gonna talk
Next time you
last.
go last. 'Cause,
Don't end it with Jesus.
yo, that's a tough shit
Go
to follow.
on.
I'm still here like,
I'm sorry. You gotta go next after that.
right.
I don't know.
Hey,
Now the pressure's on me.
No pressure. Just
Or me. I just don't know.
Right.
No pressure.
I'll
just
say
pretend I
her.
didn't say that.
Oh, you're not. No.
Just it's okay. I didn't.
Jesus is watching though, so no,
He is.
no
God
pressure.
is good.
All the time.
All the time.
All
All the time.
God is good.
Amen.
He's good.
Amen.
All right, let's go.
I would say harmony.
Very good.
You know, just peace,
still not- it's
tranquility,
still
and
not close,
happiness combined. You know, just good feelings and peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace.
I've been really big
Peace
on
be
that.
upon you.
I'm gonna
Really big
emphasize
on that.
that.
Wait, what was the question again?
Question was,
Peace in the
what would be
storms.
one word or phrase you would use to have a successful relationship, or that you would define your relationship successful? And it can't be Jesus, because we said that earlier.
Can it be God? No. Oh, we are out of time, I guess. Damn, you did a number on me.
She killed it.
You with the
Yeah.
harmony,
She
like
said
that.
Jesus and harmony. That's,
Hey, you know what?
unless you say some profound shit right now. No.
And I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get on my Nipsey Hustle right now. I can't think of anything right now. But
It's marathon. Yeah. It continues.
I'm gonna say Jesus Father.
Wait,
That's
Jesus
all I can
what?
do right now.
Father?
Jesus Father. You keep him in your life.
Keep him the center.
Keep him right here. Where's the camera? Where am I looking at?
Oh, right
here. You keep him in your life.
The camera's here. But
It's right here? Okay. Yeah, you keep him in your life.
Always.
Everything.
And the church say amen.
Everything is accomplished.
Hallelujah.
Yes. Yes.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Man, we should have had to pray before we
Worship.
But
Right?
yeah, with all that, thank you guys for being on the
This
show.
was so much
Thank you for
fun.
having
Thank you.
This was so much
This was
fun.
the first episode. Shook off all the jitters.
The
that I had.
inaugural episode.
This was fun. Hopefully I could have you guys back, and
I would
Thank
love
you very much.
that's a
Yeah,
wrap. Yo.
yeah.
I want to be back.
Bye.
I definitely do.
EOV project.
EOV project.